Hey everybody, I am Jason Chase, and this is my video vlog for the It Gets Better project, which was began by Dan Savage a few months ago after the rash of suicides by gay youth after being bullied in high school. The point of this project is for people in the gay community, such as myself, to reach out to people who are gay youth or youth in general who are being bullied in high school and think that they're alone and that there's nobody out there and that it's never going to get any better. And I promise you, that is not the case. It does get better. Once you get out of that situation and become part of a bigger and larger community, you realize that you're not alone. I was you at one time. When I was a youth, when I was a teenager, and I was going through the stages where I realized that I was not heterosexual, it was very difficult for me. I was constantly bullied, was called names: fag, homo, queer, sick, pervert, gross. But you have to remember, all these are just words. Words by people who are bullies. Bullies bully people because they're not happy. Because they're not happy about who they are. So they take it out on other people who are different or obviously different. This should never define what you think about yourself. Regardless of what other people think, regardless of what other people say, it does get better. I grew up in and out of schools, Catholic schools, religious schools, all over the place, but especially in the southern United States. People tend to be way more conservative. They also tend to be more judgmental of people who are different. And it did take me a while to realize that I didn't have to die just because my life at the time was horrible. I went through very deep depressions, very deep sadness. I turned to other problems such as alcohol to quench the feelings that I was feeling, and neither of these are ever the answer. Never turn to alcohol or drugs to help remedy the situation. Never turn to suicidal thoughts or suicide attempts to remedy the situation, because all of these can be permanent solutions to temporary problems. They're temporary because it does get better. Life gets better. There are people like you everywhere. We all go through the period of suffering. Some of us are lucky. I wasn't. Some people are. They can have supportive families, supportive friends. But some of us go through the journey alone, and it can be very lonely and very difficult. But the important things to remember are that you are never alone and that it does get better. If you are being bullied, if you are being harassed, and if you feel like your life is not worth living, then turn to the It Gets Better project. There are videos from people everywhere who have been through what you're going through, who are going through what you're going through even. Reach out to people who can help you. There are suicide lines, there are depression lines, there are guidance counselors. There are people out there just like you too. Turn to any or all of the above. But please, don't think about hurting yourself or killing yourself, because it does get better. Being a teenager can be hard enough as it is, but when you're different, it's even harder. Just remember, it gets better. So I'm Jason Chase. Support the It Gets Better project at itgetsbetterproject.com. We're on YouTube, Facebook, MySpace. If you want to ask any comments or any questions, feel free to do so. I'm always happy to listen and help. But please, just hang in there. And remember, it does get better. I promise you.